Hello, my favorite people. My name is Amber Fowler and I'm back with more fragrance for you today. In today's video, I have 12 different fragrances that I want to share with you as we are transitioning into the fall autumn weather season. So I am super excited. I love this time of year for these types of fragrances. I love like all the cozy, warm, gourmand type of scents, as well as others. So you're going to see a good variety of scents in this video. You can also get away with some stronger scents and stronger perfumes during this time of year too. The colder weather allows the stronger scents to disperse away from you a lot better. It doesn't like feel so heavy on you like hot weather. It can feel that way. So in any case, I am super excited to share these scents with you. Some are oldies, some are newer. So I hope this video brings you some entertainment and clarity if you're thinking about using any of these scents, or maybe there's something new in here that you haven't tried for yourself that maybe it piques your interest. So keep watching all the way through to the very end so I can show you all that I have in store for this fall. Let's get into it. The first fragrance that I have to share with you today is the mist of Ariana Grande's Cloud. I actually used this all fall and winter of last year as well. You can see that I've made kind of a nice little dent in there. I'm actually quite proud of this because it's a fairly new addition to my fragrance mist collection, and to make that big of a dent in something means I was pretty dedicated to it. But this scent is so perfect for this time of year because it is a little bit ozonic. Yeah, and to me, it just screams this time of year. Others might disagree. Some might even like this more in spring and summer because it is more of a cooler kind of a scent versus like a warm type of a scent. But because it's a little on the strong-ish side, I like to use it during this time of year. Ariana Grande's Cloud actually launched in 2018, and it was her 5th fragrance in her fragrance collection. Now she has so many, and there's actually a Cloud 2.0, and now there's the new Cloud Pink, which I do not have yet. And the description of it sounds like it's very similar to this, with more of a fruity, pineapple-y kind of a note to it. So I'm like debating on if it's worth it to go ahead and purchase the new Cloud Pink or if I should just stay with the original. What do you guys think? What should I do? Should I try out that Cloud Pink or should I stick with the original? Let me know in the comments. But the notes in this are, I'll put them up here too for you. Top notes are lavender, pear, and bergamot. Middle notes of whipped cream, praline, coconut, and vanilla orchid. And base notes of musk and woody notes. It's just got this like cool, strong, almost strong, like airy kind of a scent that I just think works so much better in the cooler weather. So super excited to pull this one back out. I really do enjoy this scent. It's pretty good, pretty good. I like it. And then my next scent is coming from my vaults. I'm going deep back into my collection for Be Enchanted from Bath & Body Works. And you can see this one has a huge dent in it too. I probably bought this a good 10 years ago. And I haven't used it for like 8 years now, which is crazy. But this was one of like the initial 10 fragrances that I had. I was kind of rotating through at the time. And so I was going through this one pretty hard for those couple of years that I was using it. And then I realized I really, really liked it. And that was also when I realized I really, really liked Bath & Body Works and wanted to stock up on some things. And so my collection just kind of grew. And as it grew, I found that it was really hard to use my items, especially at the gusto that I was using them before. I haven't used Be Enchanted in, like I said, probably 8 years, but I'm super excited because this one is a favorite of mine and I'm so glad to be using it again. So Be Enchanted actually launched in 2011, if you want to believe that. Woo, that was a long time ago. And this is described as a floral fruity scent, which I really like the combination of florals with fruits. According to Fragrantica, some people compare Be Enchanted to Dream Bright, and I just don't get that reference at all. I think Dream Bright is nice. It's Dream Bright, if you don't know, is one of the newer Bath & Body Works scents. You can purchase that right now, whereas Be Enchanted is discontinued currently. But Be Enchanted is much more youthful and sweeter than Dream Bright, so I don't really get that comparison. But I did do a little bit of research on Fragrantica to see what season people prefer Be Enchanted in, and it seemed like the majority of people really like Be Enchanted in the summer and the winter. But I feel like the fall is in between both of those things, so maybe fall would be kind of that perfect happy medium. I don't know, we'll see. But I used to wear this a lot in college, and think of like that whole back to school vibe, right? So you've got end of summer, fall, winter, early spring, like that's when I was wearing this. So that's like when I'm going to be nostalgic about wearing this scent. So I was happy to pull it back out for fall. The notes in Be Enchanted, according to Fragrantica, are passion fruit, vanilla, citruses, musk, and sandalwood. It's a very youthful, sweet scent, and it's just pleasant and happy. Like I get fun, happy vibes when I smell this, and a bit of nostalgia as well. The next one that I have is another oldie, but it is actually available online at Bath & Body Works, and that is Twilight Woods. So this one came out of the vault for Bath & Body Works, but I actually purchased this bottle probably a good like 8 years ago. This was probably one of the first ones to start my big collection. And as you can see, I have not really even put a dent into this, so it makes me wonder if I even ever sprayed this out. I'm not even sure. I know I really liked this scent, so I probably thought to myself, because this is what I always tell myself, it's so good, you should save it for a better time. And that's just, I'm so done with that thinking. I'm just gonna enjoy the things that I like because life is too short for that. So I've pulled this out for fall, and this originally released in 2009. Holy molies, that's getting up there. According to the Bath & Body Works website, what this smells like is the warmth and mystery of an enchanted forest. It's got fragrance notes of lush berry, sparkling mandarin, soft mimosa, apricot nectar, and cypress woods. So that's a very fancy combination. Now, when I pull this cap off and I just kind of smell this, like I said, this is very old. I get like a sweet, woodsy linen scent, but let's see what it smells like. Oh, look at this. It's taking a couple of pumps, so I don't think I've actually sprayed this out before. Ooh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. There is like a slight linen scent, but what that is I think that's the wood scent. But there's like a deep, rich berry scent that you get at that first spray. The combination of the berry and the citrus with the soft woods kind of a scent. Oh, this one's gonna be so perfect for fall. I adore this. And like I said, you can actually go ahead and purchase this on the Bath & Body Works website right now. I will go ahead and put the link in the description for you so that you can just click right in there and grab yourself a bottle of that. Or they also have the like lotion and shower gel. You can get all of it right now, which is pretty cool. Scent from 2009. All right, the rest of the scents that I have for us today are perfumes. Yes, 3 body sprays and 9 perfumes. So the first one that I have is actually a little mini that I picked up from Micro Perfumes, and this is Rihanna's Reb'l Fleur. So you can see it's just this like little point something ounce bottle. I haven't used any of it yet. Basically, you can buy these little samples if you don't have a store that's near you where you can just like go and smell something. I did not know what Reb'l Fleur smelled like, and I wanted to sample it, and I actually haven't tried this out yet, so I'm really looking forward to trying that for this fall. But I have smelled the body spray of this at one point, and it was pretty strong. So that's why I'm thinking like this would make a really good fall scent. Reb'l Fleur was actually released in 2011. I don't know what rock I've been living under, but I didn't know that. Like that is so long ago. According to Fragrantica, a lot of people agree that Reb'l Fleur is good for fall and winter seasons because it is strong, and some people describe this as a plum patchouli scent. So I'm a little nervous about that because I'm not huge on patchouli, but I know if it's done well, and by well, I mean where the patchouli is not like overpowering things, then I don't really mind patchouli if it's like buried out by other things, but we'll see as we use this. But the top notes in Reb'l Fleur are peach, plum, and red berries. The middle notes are coconut, tuberose, hibiscus, and violet. And the base notes are vanilla, patchouli, musk, and amber. So it's an interesting combination there. I'm excited to give this a try. For those of you who don't know about micro perfumes, it is a trustworthy scent in my opinion. I've purchased from them several times at this point. You can get these little sample vials. I think this one I spent $1.99 on, which is really nice because it's not terribly expensive to try a scent out before you spend like actual good, decent, hard-earned money on a full bottle of perfume that you end up hating. Micro Perfumes also does some travel sizes as well, and they have different ranges of how big their bottles are. So you can get different sizes. So if there's something that you just want in a travel size, Micro Perfumes is a place where you can go. So is FragranceNet as well. Very, very good, reliable resources to get your travel size. You know, you're gonna go travel on a plane or whatever, and you want it in that little core size baggie. Those are good places to get some travel size perfumes because they rebottle them. On to number 5, I have Victoria's Secret Very Sexy Orchid. You can see this is a small little vial as well. Actually got this as a 12-piece mini fragrance set that Victoria's Secret did a couple of years back. And it's this beautiful little array. Actually, let me go get it for you. Here it is. This is what it came in. This is what that looked like. Isn't this cute? So this gave me a little taste and sample of all of their perfumes minus, I want to say, Dream Angel at the time that this came out. So this was all of their perfumes at the time. They had 4 different bombshells, 4 different scents from their Very Sexy line, and I think Heavenly was in here, and Tease, and that whole Tease line, which I think had only 2 flankers at the time. Now we have a few different flankers from the Tease line, which I'm really happy about because Tease is my favorite out of all of them. But so yeah, so I just thought this was such a perfect little way to test these scents out before I committed to a full bottle of them. So highly recommend that. Victoria's Secret, if you're watching, this was awesome. Make this a 36 pack with all the new scents that you've released since then, and I will buy it. But back to Very Sexy Orchid. So some of you may be thinking, why would you pick Orchid? That seems like a floral scented thing, maybe something more designated for the spring and the summer. But let me tell you, Very Sexy Orchid is very strong. It is a very strong scent. And I can only see myself wearing this in the fall and winter, because while there are florals in this and I can smell that, I need that cold air helping to funnel this off and away from me than that heavy weather just keeping it on me, because I would just suffocate with this scent. It's so strong. According to Fragrantica, winter is the time of year that most people wear Very Sexy Orchid, so maybe fall is even too soon. But I'm gonna try this out in the fall, see how it does. Ironically, both Very Sexy Orchid and Reb'l Fleur were both compared to Calvin Klein's Euphoria, which if you've not smelled that one's a really nice pomegranate scent. I don't know that I agree with that, but interesting little fun fact. I just thought it was interesting that both of those perfumes were compared to that one. They also were both compared to Alien, which you're gonna find out in a few minutes that Alien is a scent that I picked for the fall. So I hope I didn't pick too many similar smelling things. I'm a little worried that I did that, but I'll just have to play it out and see. And if I need to change it out, then I'll change it out. But I want to know what you think. Do you think that these Reb'l Fleur and Very Sexy Orchid, do you think that these smell like Euphoria from Calvin Klein? Or do you think that they smell like Alien by Thierry Mugler? Let me know in the comments. Be interested to know your thoughts on that. So Very Sexy Orchid is described as a berry patchouli scent. So we've got plum patchouli, we've got berry patchouli. Now I'm making connections. Maybe these are very similar scents, but oh well. The top notes in this are blackcurrant, pink pepper, and citruses. It has middle notes of orchid and iris flower, and base notes of patchouli and sandalwood. That is Very Sexy Orchid. This next scent comes from Scentbird. I once upon a time subscribed to Scentbird, and let me just say, this scent in particular is one that I've been dying to try out, and for whatever reason it came a lot later than anticipated, and I missed the season window for this one, so I've been waiting almost a full year to try this one. Haven't used it yet, but this is Vanilla Sky by Skylar. So I'm really excited to give this one a try. I've heard very good things, and I've heard that it's a very cozy vanilla scent, so I figured that would be perfect for the fall season. Vanilla Sky launched in 2020, so this one's a fairly new scent. It's only been around for a few years now. A lot of people describe this as an uncomplicated vanilla gourmand scent, and you know what? That sounds right up my alley. So I'm really excited for this. The top notes in this are cappuccino, sweet orange, and bergamot. It has middle notes of vanilla, cinnamon, and Spanish jasmine, and base notes of caramel, amber, sandalwood, and cedar. It sounds like it'll be a really nice, creamy, cozy vanilla. I'm really looking forward to giving that one a try. Number 7, here it is. This is another travel size, and this one I got from Fragrance Net, and this is Alien by Thierry Mugler. So you can see it's Alien EDP. I've not tried this one yet either, so I've been waiting for this season to give this one a try. I hear Alien is a very polarizing scent, which is why instead of buying a full bottle of it, I went ahead and sprung for a tester of it so that I can see if I like it before I really buy it. And I recommend you do the same. Alien actually launched in 2005, and it is described as an amber woody scent. So I'm feeling like this might even be along the lines of the Twilight woods, like giving me kind of vibes of that. Good for fall and winter evenings is what is recommended on Fragrantica. And a lot of people say that there's like a strong jasmine note in this. So I'm curious to test this out with that in mind. Smelling this, like out of the cap here, she's a strong one. Like, I feel like this one I'm only gonna need like one spray to test this out. But this one has top notes of jasmine sambuc, middle notes of cashmerean, and base notes of amber. So simple formula, but it's probably gonna pack a good punch. Next, I've got a full bottle here. Do you want to take a guess at what this is or where this is from? So this is Mysterious Rock. It is a dupe knockoff, however you want to call it, perfume from the Britney Spears Rocker Femme perfume. And this little nugget I got from Rainbow Shops. So Rainbow Shops is the best place to purchase these little Mirage knockoff brands. But it's also a fun way to enjoy a retired scent without spending an arm and a leg to get that retired scent. To me, this is like a dark, slightly salty, like I get like a sweaty, salty kind of a vibe when I smell it. A little bit more edgy. Because this is like a cheap knockoff brand, I don't really have an exact description, nor do I have fragrance notes for this perfume exactly, but I'm gonna go ahead and share what they are for Britney Spears Rocker Femme. So the top notes for Rocker Femme are whipped cream, coconut, and blackberry. It has middle notes of gardenia, violet, and jasmine, and base notes of vanilla, cashmere wood, musk, and amber. So I would imagine that this is a simplified version of that to some degree. The coconut and the whipped cream are kind of throwing me off because I don't really get much sweetness from this, as I get more of like a salty, batty kind of a vibe, more along the lines of that cashmere wood musk kind of a vibe. So that's why I thought this would be really nice for the fall season. My next perfume also comes to us as a dupe from the Mirage brand, and this one is called Just Love, and I did also order this from Rainbow Shops. This one is so good, and it is a dupe of J'adore Enjoy by Dior, which I believe is a discontinued scent as well. If this smells anything like that, then that must have been a really nice scent, because I get kind of like a sweet and salty vibe with this that I can't describe terribly well, but this is so good. Like, this is one of my favorite Mirage fragrances. The problem with Mirage brands, I will say, because they are so cheap and they are so knockoffy, like they don't last very long. But these are ones too where like you're getting a 3.3 ounce for like $3 if you're buying 3 of these at a time. But if your workplace allowed it and you brought this to your workplace, you could just touch up throughout the day. You probably need to touch up like 2 or 3 times, I would think. So let me read the description for you, because I do have a description for this particular fragrance. And it says, Just Love blends citrus, woody, white floral, musky notes for a simple, fresh, and clean scent. It's categorized as a floral woody musk. And like I said, I get a hint of saltiness in here too, which I kind of like. And I really like for like the fall winter season. I don't know why, I just do. But I think J'adore in Love was actually designed to be more of like a salty, beachy kind of a scent, which would lend more towards like summer. But I don't know if I tried this out first in the fall and that's why it's sticking with me, but that's why I'm gonna go ahead and use it in the fall. If we're looking at J'adore Enjoy, the top notes are sea salt. Middle notes are jasmine sambuc, ylang ylang, neroli, and tuberose, and it has base notes of peach. You know, this is probably a diluted or more simple combination of some of those things, but this still just on its own, it is so good, it's top notch. I actually went back to Rainbow Shops, not physically, I went back to the website and I ordered a ton more of these. I say a ton, like 2 more bottles of this one because I liked it that much, so. My next full-size perfume, some of you are going to recognize it by the bottle, comes from Zara, and this is Zara's Go Fruity. And I know a lot of people wear this in the spring and the summer, but let me tell you, I pulled this cap off and I took a smell, and it is so strong. Like, I just can't picture myself wearing something this strong in the spring and the summer. Maybe spring, but not summer. So I've been waiting until the fall to go ahead and pull this out. And while it may be like a good fruity scent for the summer or the spring, it's so strong. So like, I'm gonna have to be careful with this one. Some people have actually compared Go Fruity from Zara to Burberry Her, which I like Burberry Her. I actually own Burberry Her. And I can kind of see that. Yeah, I can kind of see that. This to me is a bit stronger though, and there's something else in here that makes it not an exact dupe, I think. It is a very close sister to Burberry Her. So if you like Burberry Her, you're probably gonna like Go Fruity. The description right off the Zara website for Go Fruity is, it is a fragrance that brings a sparkling femininity through a duo of delicious fruits where peach and apple mingle with a sublime bouquet of rose and iris flowers. The vanilla notes give us a final touch of sensuality, making the fragrance irresistible. And that is Go Fruity. All right, on to scent number 12. I have another scent from Scentbird. So this is just how they send them after you get like one case and then they send them to you in these little containers here. You can see this is one that I have already put a pretty good dent into. This is Burberry Brit EDT, and it is a perfect scent for the fall time. Oh gosh, it's sweet and warm. I did buy a full bottle of this simply because of this from Scentbird. This is not a scent that I would have looked at and been like, this is not even a scent I would have looked at, is what I'm trying to say. And because of Scentbird, I had to go ahead and buy a whole bottle of it because this is so good. Oh my gosh. Highly recommend this scent. But they do have an EDP version of this as well, but this is the EDT and I can attest to the EDT. It's very, very good. The release date for the EDT was 2004, so this guy has been around for a very long time and I have been hiding under a rock. It's a very comforting scent that starts with a lime and it dries down to a warm, cozy vanilla. And you know what? Yeah, I kind of get the lime. But I didn't know that there was lime in this when I first got it, if that helps. The EDT has been described as most ideal for the fall and the spring seasons, and some in winter as well. Primarily, it is used as a daytime scent, so that's perfect because it's pretty much the only time that I ever wear perfume is when I'm going to work anyway. So it's a perfect work scent. I really, really like this for work. For the EDT, the top notes are green almond, lime, pear, and lemongrass. The middle notes are almond, sugar, and peony. Base notes are vanilla, mahogany, and amber. It's a pretty sophisticated sweet scent too, so I really like that as well. Like I said, it's very perfect for work. So if that's a place that you're going to a lot of and you want like a good work scent, this is one to consider. Speaking of work scents, my last scent here, you can see it's another travel size. This one comes to us from Micro Perfumes. This is like your baddie boss babe perfume. So we've got your classic cozy girl everyday scent, and now you have professional, I'm leading this project with style work daytime scent. This is YSL Libre. You can see I've used quite a bit of this one as well. This one I'm sure was probably pretty full to the top when I started with it. I do not have a full-size bottle of this one yet, but I need to get one because I really am in love with this fragrance. Oh, it is so good. It is strong and bold and sexy and beautiful, while also being really sophisticated and put together. Like, it's all of that, all of it in one bottle. Like, it's so good. I was doing some research on Fragrantica for that one as well, and a lot of people just didn't understand the hype, and I'm like, I don't know how you don't get the hype. This is so good. It is so unique. There's lavender in there, like really sprucing it up. Oh, it is just, it is so, so good. Right from the YSL page, I'll go ahead and read you the description of what it is. It says, Libre Eau de Parfum is a bold and floral perfume for women, a statement feminine fragrance for those who live by their own rules. That's your boss babe, baddie vibe. Lavender essence from France combines with the sensuality of Moroccan orange blossom and daring notes of musk accord and vanilla for a unique long-lasting scent. Yes, it is long-lasting, I will give it that. Under about the fragrance, it says, a celebration of freedom, this daring yet distinctly floral and feminine scent is for those who do what they want and dare to be exactly who they are. Breaking boundaries and paving their own way, this woman's perfume is inspired by the bold and the free. I really like that description. It's lengthy, yes, but I think it describes it very well, like the vibe and the essence of it. Libre launched in 2019, so it's only been around for a few years now, and it is described as an amber fauxgear scent. I'm actually not sure what that word is. I'll have to do a little digging on that one as well, but if you know, please let me know in the comments. The top notes in this are lavender and mandarin orange, black currant, and petite grain. Is that what that is? I'm not really sure what that is. Middle notes of more lavender, orange blossom and jasmine, and base notes of Madagascar vanilla, musk, cedar, and ambergris. Very fancy, very upscale, very sophisticated. I highly recommend this scent. Can't recommend it more. I do think it may be a little polarizing. Like, I would recommend that you smell it or get a sample of it or purchase a travel size like this before you commit to it, but I want that 5-ounce bottle because that is so good. Once again, we have conquered all of the fragrances that I have for this video. I hope that you found it enjoyable, and I hope that you maybe learned something from it as well. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. That helps to support me, and it helps to push this channel out to others who may also benefit from it. Thank you so much for being here, and if this isn't your first video and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you can stay in the loop for whenever I post another video. I'm going to sprinkle some more videos down here so you can keep watching, and I will check you out there. Bye!